Hi everyone! Welcome to our video. Today we're gonna talk about the effect of science and technology in society. The way we study, work, communicate, and even how we entertain ourselves on technology. We'll share the different perspective on how science and technology impact our lives, both positively, negatively. So, let's get started.
Hello everyone, I'm Lunsor Leanao. First, let's talk about communication with the rise of smartphones, internet, and social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Staying connected is easier than ever. We can talk our friends abroad in real time, share updates instantly, and spread information faster than traditional media. But of course, there are downsides. Fake news spreads just as fast, and people sometimes spend too much time online instead of building real-life relationships. It's important to balance our use of technology, using it to connect, not to isolate.
Exactly. Imagine before, people had to wait days or weeks for letters to arrive or pay expensive long distance phone calls. Now, with just one click, we can video call anyone across the globe.
But of course, there are downsides. Fake news spreads just as fast as real news. Cyberbullying happens online, and people sometimes spend too much time on their phones instead of building real life relationships.
That's why balance is important. Technology should be used to connect people, not to isolate them.
Next is education. Science and technology have transformed the way we learn. With tools like Google Classroom, Zoom, and even AI tools, students can access unlimited resources beyond textbooks. Online learnings become essential, especially during the pandemic. But it also comes with the challenges like distractions, digital divide. Not everyone has access to gadgets or stable internet.
Right. In the past, we had to physically visit our libraries to go on research, but now you can find almost any information at home on just quick research.
However, it comes with challenges. Students face distraction from gadgets. Not everyone has access to stable internet or device, and some learners rely too much on technology instead of developing critical thinking skills.
Another huge effect is on health and medicines. Thanks for the scientific research and technological advance. Now we have now vaccine, better equipment, medicine like MRI and CT scan for better diagnosis and treatment. Even on the fitness app and wearable device to help people monitor their health daily. On the downside, not all innovations are affordable, which can cause inequality on the people. Also, some people misuse medical online information about health and give fake information on medical advice.
And even every day, tools like fitness apps, smartwatches, or digital thermometers help us track our health daily.
Even so, science and technology have been countless lives and continue to improve healthcare across the world.
Now let's look at the economy and jobs. Technology has created millions of opportunities like online business, freelancing, and even the digital marketing. And even the job that didn't exist. No? So based on what I see, automation also makes the industries more efficient. However, technology can also replace human labor. Yun nga lang yung cons nun, nung technology. And some traditional jobs disappears because of machines or they take over the task. Pero ang kagandahan kasi nito ay mapapabilis yung gawain natin eh. Yun lang talaga may pros and cons talaga ang technology natin. Now, this means workers need to keep updating their skill to stay competitive. Yun nga yun. And they also challenge us to keep up and to keep up in constant changes.
Automation also makes industries more efficient. For example, robots in factories can complete tasks faster than humans.
However, technology can also replace workers. As I said kanina, no, na pwedeng papalitan ng technology yung mga workers natin. So, many traditional jobs are disappearing because of the machine or AI that can do them. No? That's why people need to keep upgrading their skills and stay competitive.
Exactly. Science and technology drive economic growth, but they also challenge us to improve ourselves and adapting.
Lastly, let's not forget the environment and society. Technology help us monitor climate change, find renewable energy sources, and create eco-friendly solutions. For example, solar panels and electric cars reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. But technology also contributes to environmental problems like e-waste, pollution from factories, and overconsumption. That's why it's important to use science responsibly, making sure our innovations help both people and the planet.
For examples, solar panels, wind turbines, and electrical car reduce our dependence on fossil fuel.
So, but there are negative effects to electronic waste from old gadgets, pollutions, and from factories and overconsumption caused by mass production.
So, what did we learn? Science and technology shape communication, education, health, job, and the environment.
So, they bring many benefits like convenience, innovation, and global connections.
But also challenge like misinformation, inequality, and environmental concern.
So, to warp up, and the most importantly, they affect our environment and society in ways that we be managed carefully.
Science and technology are powerful tools. It's up to us to use them wisely for a better future.
So guys, so bago ko end tong this video vlog, may ipapakita ko sa inyong video, no, para mas maintindihan natin ano ba talaga yung impact ng technology at science sa society. Here we are.
Technology enables us to be connected virtually. In these pandemic times, we ought to have an academic freeze. But we have these technological advances that could suffice different platforms to have a setting like in a real classroom where you can listen to your teacher and classmates' recordings, group activities, and many more. Example, Zoom meeting setup, Google Meet setup. Technology encourages spontaneous learning. Having access to technology can help youngsters learn to dig into topics they find interesting. Now information is right at our fingertips. When used appropriately and monitored, technology can supplement learning in and outside the classroom. Example, searching for a lesson or facts about chemistry and biology could be supplemented by a YouTube video or a virtual laboratory for experimentations. Innovative teaching methods. Professionals teach in a more creative way to reform the learning process so that students don't need to read thick books to understand the lesson. Example, teachers can use animations, videos, and other kinds of content. Flexible learning. We can still learn even if they're not in school because lessons and assignments are accessible online anytime and anywhere. Example, handy devices that we can use to attend classes, make reports, and submit assignments. Ease the learning process. Technology enables us to have self-study because we can research anything we are interested to learn on Google. Another impact of technology on education is that it has significantly changed how learning content is delivered, which means that learners don't have to stick to the traditional learning and teaching process. Science enables us to explore, experiment, and study. Science offers us the knowledge discovered by the scientists in different fields from the past, and we were able to develop and learn from it by now. It expands our critical thinking skills, why a sure thing happened, solved mathematical problems, and applied it to real-life situations. Reliant in technology. The students are reliant on technology in a way that they forget the practical methods of studying. Example, they have a quiz, but then she didn't study because she relied on Google search, which implies that she is cheating. Removes children from opportunities for socialization. More individuals are becoming disconnected and isolated because of the links that technology provides through social networks. Youngsters spend more time engaging with devices rather than spend as much time interacting with their peers. Example, spending time playing games with smartphones instead of playing some traditional games such as Pad and Tarot. Technical difficulties. Not everyone has the opportunity to learn how to manipulate timely gadgets. If you were lucky because you know how to use but the device is having crashes or unstable internet connection, it's still a problem. Example, unable to manipulate gadget, internet interruption. It can be a cause of cheating. Cheating could be more comfortable in online classes because they can't have a second setup or use their smartphones to search for the answer to a particular question on a quiz. With technology devices assistance, today's students have many more ways to be academically dishonest than generations before. Example, the existence of search engines, sources, or applications that provide answers can lead to cheating, such as Photomath, Messenger, etc. More job opportunities. The ever-growing advancement of science and technology made it possible for new types of occupations jobs to rise. Example, the creation of computers paved the way for the emergence of IT-related occupations. Efficient work. The advances in technology will improve productivity capabilities. AI robots have made to make the work of people lighter. Example, robots helped people to produce something. E-commerce. The internet provides them with a new way of reaching out to customers and competing for market shares. Social media has established itself as a powerful marketing tool. Example, Shopee, Lazada, Amazon. Globalization and collaboration. It becomes more comfortable and accessible to perform trades between countries because of the proper transportation of goods and decreased communication barriers among regions. Example, communication with different nations is easier. A short drop in resource stocks. Raw materials or the resources needed to improve existing technological inventions are diminishing at a fast rate. Example, the greater consumption of stone, sand, gravel, and minerals for construction purposes. Online scams. It increases crime in the workplace, such as internet hacking and theft of money through the invasion of privacy and illegal access to credit card numbers, which could negatively affect businesses, overseas transactions, and online operations. Data security concerns. An organization's data may not be as secure online as it is on paper. Modern technology opens up a business to online security threats, including viruses and other software and hardware concerns. Dependence of technology. While technology has increased productivity in many industries, it can also bring it crashing to a halt. If the machinery, software, or hardware malfunctions or needs to be repaired, the efficiency goes down considerably since organizations are wholly dependent on technology for day-to-day business operations.
Sir, tapos na po.